Good morning, everybody. Today I thought I would speak to you about keeping a positive attitude because I honestly feel that this is central to what we get out of life and how much we enjoy our lives. And a certain amount, not everything of course, but a certain amount can be determined by the attitude that we keep. And I've actually pulled out a few quotes that have come from people in the past that I think are pretty succinct in explaining exactly what I'm trying to say. The first one is Norman Vincent Peale, who died in 1993, but he was an American writer and minister. And what he said is, a positive thinker does not refuse to recognize the negative, he refuses to dwell on it. Positive thinking is a form of thought which habitually looks for the best results from the worst conditions. Okay, and to me that's an amazing quote. Okay, we're not saying that things are going to be completely rosy, but we can certainly make things the best they can possibly be under the current conditions. And I think Robert Louis Stevenson kind of encapsulated that many years previously, because he actually died in 1894 and was a Scottish writer and poet. But he actually says, make the most of the best and the least of the worst. Okay, so when you've got something really good going on, really make the most of it and celebrate it. And when something's not so good, then just try to play that down and make the least of it. Instead of actually doing, in some cases, I think maybe the opposite. Another one that I thought was particularly good is the greatest revolution of our generation is the discovery that human beings, by changing their inner attitude and the attitude of their mind, can change the outer aspects of their life. Okay, so how we think about things from within can make a very big difference to how we're going to deal with things and how things will be for us on the outside. And I know for sure, you know, you've probably can remember various school quotes, maybe from you or your children or your siblings, where teachers have said they've got a good attitude, a bad attitude, or whatever. It really is an important aspect to be reporting on, actually, because how you actually see things and the effort and energy that you put into something will definitely have a direct correlation to how much you actually get out of anything and life itself. So, you know, thinking positively wherever possible, and, you know, trying to think of, okay, so this situation is a very difficult situation for me right now, but I'm not going to dwell on it. Let's think about how we can change it in the future. Let's not dwell on why it happened, how it happened, although that can obviously help to decide how you change things for future. But really think about, if this were to happen again, what you would do differently, or is there any way that can prevent this happening again, and then move on. Because the attitude that we decide to take each and every day of our lives can have a huge impact on our overall happiness and success even. We can wake up in the morning and think, oh, I really don't fancy this, or we can decide, don't really fancy it, but come on, let's get up because I know I'll feel better afterwards. And we've all had those feelings, and I think we've had those feelings in particular maybe when we've decided we should be getting ourselves fit or something like that, and, you know, on that day that we've decided we were going to go for a run, or we're going to go to a boot camp, or we're going to go training, we don't quite feel like it. But of course we won't feel like it, we've just woken up. So we've got to remind ourselves that, okay, last time I did this, I actually felt so much better afterwards, so that then we'll pull ourselves out of the bed and we'll go and we'll make the best of it. And I think this is just so important. It will make the difference between a mediocre life and a happy, successful life. So yeah, choose your attitude. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications. And I would love to hear from any of you if you have any suggestions for future posts, or if you want to comment on anything that I've said. Thank you.